My perfect fiancé was caught in a massive lie by a neighbor's doorbell camera. My fiancé Marcus was the man of every girl's dreams. He was a high-level corporate attorney who worked 80 hours a week to provide for our future. He was so dedicated that he often stayed at his firm's private apartment in the city during the week to avoid the 2-hour commute. "It's all for us, babe," he'd say every Sunday night as he kissed me goodbye. "One more year of this, and we can retire to the coast." I believed him. Why wouldn't I? He sent me flowers every Wednesday and FaceTime called me every night from a generic-looking office or bedroom. The lie unraveled because of a stray cat. A woman from a neighborhood 3 towns over posted a video on a local Lost and Found Pets Facebook group. She was sharing footage from her doorbell camera, hoping someone would recognize a tuxedo cat sitting on her porch. I was scrolling through the group because I grew up in that area. I saw the cat. But then, in the background of the video, a car pulled into the driveway across the street. A man climbed out, carrying groceries. He wasn't wearing a suit. He was wearing a hoodie and flip-flops. It was Marcus. He didn't go into an office. He walked up to the front door of a modest suburban house, and a woman opened it, kissing him deeply before a toddler ran out to grab his leg. My heart didn't just break, it stopped. That house wasn't a corporate apartment, and those people weren't clients. I didn't call him, I didn't cry. I went into investigation mode. I used the address from the doorbell video and looked up the property records. The house was owned by Marcus and a woman named Julia. They had been married for 6 years. He wasn't an attorney. I checked the State Bar Association. There was no Marcus registered. I dug deeper into our own shared savings account. It was empty. He had been funneling the salary I thought he was making into a joint account with Julia. In reality, he was unemployed, living off the loans he took out in my name while I worked my desk job. I decided to give him a retirement he'd never forget. The next Wednesday, Marcus called me to say he was swamped at the office. "That's okay, honey," I said, my voice sweet as honey. "I actually have a surprise for you. I'm standing outside your office right now with dinner." Silence. Babe, I'm actually in a closed-door meeting. You can't come up." "That's weird," I said, walking up to the front door of his other house, while Julia watched me through the window. I had messaged her the night before and sent her all the proof. "Because I'm looking at your front door, and I don't see any skyscrapers. I see a tuxedo cat." Marcus opened the door, his face the color of raw dough. He saw me standing there with his other wife right behind him. "Sarah? Julia? I'm working a deep cover case for the firm," he stammered. "This is part of an identity protection program." "Marcus," Julia said, holding up his fake law degree we'd found in the basement, "the only thing you're protecting is a lie that just hit a dead end." We didn't fight over him. We teamed up. Since he had used my credit to fund their lifestyle and her credit to fund his trips with me, we realized he had committed multiple counts of identity theft and financial fraud. We stayed in that house together until the police arrived. It turns out Marcus was a serial nester. He would find 2 women, convince them both he was a high earner, and live off them both by playing them against each other. He's currently serving 4 years for grand theft and fraud. Julia and I ended up selling that house and splitting the equity to pay off the debts he ran up. People in the comments say they can't believe I didn't notice he wasn't a lawyer. But when someone tells you exactly what you want to hear for 3 years, you don't look for the fine print. Now, I don't care about perfect. I just care about what's on the doorbell cam.